Welcome everyone. Today I am going to explain a program on logic operations and architecture of Intel 8251 USOT. Let us see the program on logical operations. First, we will define the memory model. Here, memory model is defined as dot model small. There are three basic memory models available in 8086. Those are small, medium, and large. Here, dot model small indicates that both code segment and data segment size is less than 64 KB. And in the next part that it is started with dot data. Dot data is the starting point of data segment. Here we declare the variables as db or dw. Variables are generally declared either in bytes or words. If we declare them with bytes in bytes, it is represented with db, and if those are declared as words, it is represented as dw. According to our problem, we declared A and B are two defined words. A is stored with value 5, whose binary form is 0101B, and B is stored with 10, whose binary form is 1010B. And the next segment, code segment, is started with dot code. In the code segment, we generally import data segment to any register. Here we can see the step move ax comma at the rate data. Here we imported the data segment to the register ax. Now we move a value to the ax register and b value to the bx register and perform AND operation on the values that are present in ax and bx registers and store them back to the ax register. We'll see what is an AND operation. AND is a binary operation. We can see the truth table of AND here. If both A and B are 1, then only the value of AB becomes 1. In all other cases, the AND of two binary bits is 0. If we consider the above, A bit A, first bit of A and first bit of B, that is 1 and 0. 1 and 0 results 0, and next 0 1, 0 and 1 results 0, 1 and 0 results 0, and 0 and 1 results 0. In this way the AND operation is performed and the result is moved to C. In this step, move C comma X means the stored result from AX is moved to C. Now, to restore the old values of A and B, we perform two steps, move AX comma A and move BX comma B. Now you can understand why we have considered registers for the operations, because after every operation we will lose the original values of A and B. To restore them, we will use registers so that we can the original value is not affected and is stored in A and B. And next we perform OR operation AX comma BX. Here we have truth table of OR. If both A and B are 0, then only the output is 0. In all other cases, the output is 1. And in the next step, move D comma AX means the stored result from AX is moved to D or copied to D, and to restore the values of A and B, we again perform two steps, move X comma A and move Bx comma B. The next operation is XOR operation. Here XOR of Ax comma Bx means the content of Ax and Bx are performed XOR operation and the result is stored in the X. Here we can see the truth table of XOR operation. If A bit and B bit are same, then the result is 0. In other cases, that is 0 1 and 1 0, the A bit and B bit are different, the result is 1. Now the XOR of AX and BX is stored in AX and the result is copied to the E, move E comma AX. Now the A value and B value are restored. Move Ax comma A and move Bx comma B. The next operation is not operation, which is a unary operation. It is a unary operation because we send in input only one input. If we send 0, the result will be 1. If we send input 1, the result is 0, which means it is a complement of the given input. Now here we send Ax, means that is A. The complement of A is stored in the Ax register. Now the value of complement of A is stored in F and A value is restored. The next operation is NAND operation. NAND operation is nothing but it is the result of complement of AND operation, that is AB bar. In this case, A and B is 0 and its complement is 1, which is the result of NAND gate. Here NAND of AX, BX means the content of AX and BX are sent as an input to the NAND gate and the result is stored in the AX register. Now the result is copied to the G and we can obtain the result of NAND of AX, BX in G. Here move AH, 4CH and in 21H means an interrupt has been occurred. END means the program is terminated. This is the output of the program we have performed now, and we can see the A value. It is represented in 16-bit and B value, and C value is the result of AB, that is A and B. D is the result of A plus B, that is A or B, and E is the result of A XOR B, and F is the complement of A, and G is the result of A B bar, that is NAND operation performed on A and B. This is the end of our program. My next topic is Intel 8251 USART. USART means Universal Synchronous Asynchronous Receiver Transmit. USART converts serial data to parallel data and parallel data to serial. And also it supports synchronized data and transmission and asynchronous data transmission. Mainly it is preferred for serial data communication. This is the block diagram of USART. We can see the data bus buffer block, read or write control logic block, modem control block, transfer buffer block, transmit control block, receive buffer block, and receive control block. These are the blocks that are present in the 8251 U. Let us see about data bus buffer block. The data bus buffer block is connected with a data bus, that is D0 to D7. It is an 8-bit data bus connected from CPU to data bus. The processor can send the data through the data bus and also sends the commands or status through the data bus only. The processor sends commands or data depends upon the signal called C or D bar. This is control device signal. If it is 1, the data bus supplies signal to the processor or commands to the processor. If it is 0, the data bus will supply data to the data bus buffer. Totally, the 8251 have 28 pins. We have discussed D0 to D7, that is 8 pins here. In the next block, we can see the pins reset, clock, CRD, that is control device, RD bar, WR bar, CS bar, which is control signal. The read or write control logic contains reset, which makes resetted after every operation. The 8251 is resetted by reset signal. Clock signal. Clock signal in read or write control logic makes synchronizing data from source to destination. RD bar low indicating read data. WR low indicating write data. CS is the control signal. It enables the whole circuit to be active. If CS bar is low, then the whole interfacing unit is activated. Our next block is modem control block. It contains the following pins: DSR bar, DTR bar, CTS bar, RTS bar. DSR bar means data set ready. It is an input signal to 8251, mainly indicates modems is powered up or not. If you want to transmit, this should be on. The next signal is DTR bar, which is an output signal. DTR means data terminal ready. It indicates whether 8251 is powered up or not. The next signal is CTS bar, which means clear to send the data. It is a input signal used for controlling the transmit circuit. Next signal is RTS bar. It is an output signal. RTS means request send. It is an active signal sent by 8251 indicating it is ready to send the data. The modem control block interacts with 8251 for serial data transmission. The next block is transfer buffer block. Transmit Transmitter buffer is P2S, that is parallel to serial. When source sending the data to destination, this transmitter buffer stores data and the data is transmitted through TXD. This is an output signal, you can see. TXD means transmit data line. It transmits the data serially. Same while sending destination to source RxD. Here we can see receive buffer, that is, this is a serial to parallel. It receives the data serially. The RxD bar is input. It receives the data parallelly and converts it to serial and send it to the bus internal bus line. Our next block is transmit control block, which contains the signals TXRDY, TXEMTY, TXC. TXRDY indicates transmission ready indication, means the data characters are ready for transmission. If TXRDY is high, it indicates the data is ready for transmission. TXC means transmission data empty, means total data is already transmitted, it is empty. TXC is clock signal, which is synchronized only with the transmitter. This clock signal can determine the speed of the data also, which is used to find the baud rate. The transfer buffer block and transmit control commonly called as transmitter circuit. Finally, receiver control block. It contains RxDy, RxC and SYDT or BD. RxDy is a serial, it is an output signal. RxDy serial data can be read using this signal. RxC is a clock signal that determines speed of the data, and also we can find the baud rate, same as TXC signal. And SYDNT or BD is used to synchronize and detects our break detect, means if the data is transmitted correctly or any data loss is occurred is known by this signal. The receiver the receiver buffer and receiver control commonly called as receiver circuit. The transmit circuit and receiver circuit are important circuits in this 8251 USART, and it is also, this transmission is also called as full duplex transmission. This is how the data is transmitted in 8251 USART. Thank you.